What if Panasonic's next compact camera secretly has the power to outshoot your full-frame setup in certain situations? Sounds crazy, right? But that's exactly what insiders are whispering about the LX100 III. And here's the kicker. The rumors have gotten way more specific lately. Hey everyone, welcome back to Alt Buzz, the channel where we dig deep into the camera rumors that actually matter. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button because we're about to unpack something special. Trust me, you'll want to be here when Panasonic finally makes their move. Okay, so if you caught our earlier video, you know the LX100 III has been floating around the rumor mill since 2022. Back then, it was all vague whispers. Maybe a new sensor, maybe some video upgrades. Pretty standard stuff. But since then, oh man, new whispers and logical clues have emerged, and they completely change how we look at this camera. We're not just talking about a simple refresh anymore. The latest leaks suggest Panasonic might be cooking up something that could genuinely shake up the compact market. And before you roll your eyes thinking, another overhyped rumor, hear me out, because the pieces are starting to fit together in a way that actually makes sense. Picture this. You're walking through Tokyo at night with just this compact in your hand. The neon lights are reflecting off wet pavement, and you spot the perfect shot. With most compacts, you'd be fumbling with settings or dealing with noise. But with the rumored 20 to 25 megapixel multi-aspect sensor, you're pulling gallery-quality shots at ISO 12,800. Clean, sharp, no sweat. Here's where it gets interesting. That multi-aspect sensor isn't just marketing fluff. Imagine switching from 3 to 2 for street portraits to 16 by 9 for cinematic landscapes, all without losing any resolution. It's like having 4 cameras in one. Your Instagram square crops, full quality. Your wide YouTube thumbnails, full quality. This is the kind of real-world flexibility that makes you rethink what a compact can do. Now let's talk about that Leica glass. 24 to 75 millimeter equivalent, with an f1.7 to 2.8 aperture. You know what that means? Actual bokeh, not that fake computational stuff your phone tries to pull off. We're talking creamy, organic background separation that makes your subjects pop. And with the rumored 5-axis stabilization giving you 6.5 stops, dude, you could handhold this thing at a quarter second and still nail the shot. The autofocus system, if the leaks are right, jumps from basic contrast detection to a hybrid phase contrast system with 759 points. That's not just numbers on a spec sheet. That means locking onto your kid's face in milliseconds as they run through the park. It means tracking that street performer without hunting. Real-world speed that matters. And video? 4K at 60 frames uncropped. Let that sink in. Most compacts either crop heavily or cap you at 30 frames. This thing supposedly does full sensor readout at 60. Plus 10-bit internal recording with Vlog. That's basically saying, hey, I know you might want to grade this footage later, so here's 14 stops of dynamic range to play with. All right, let's get spicy. How does this stack up against the competition? Because let's be real, the compact market is getting crowded again. Take the Sony RX100 III. Sure, it's got that crazy 24 to 200 millimeter zoom. But here's the thing. Then there's the Fujifilm X100 VI. Beautiful camera. Those film simulations? Chef's kiss. But it's stuck at 35 millimeters. No zoom at all. And at $1,600? Ouch. The LX100 III, rumored around 1,000 to 1,100? That's real zoom range, multi-aspect magic, and $500 left in your pocket. Oh, and the Leica Deluxe 8? It's literally just a rebadged LX100 II for twice the price. Come on. This isn't just a spec battle, though. It's a battle of philosophies. Sony says, zoom everywhere. Fuji says, one focal length, perfect colors. Panasonic saying, versatility without compromise. And honestly, for most of us, that might be the sweet spot. Here's where things get really interesting. If Panasonic times this right for 2025, we're looking at more than just another camera release. This could spark a full-on compact comeback. Think about it. Everyone's tired of their phone's computational photography looking, well, computational. AI is getting better, sure, but people are craving that organic, optical look again. The 66-100 III could hit right when that pendulum swings back. But here's the risk. If they wait too long, the rumored AI-driven cameras from Google and Apple's computational photography might leap so far ahead that traditional compacts become irrelevant. It's a timing game, and Panasonic needs to nail it. Plus, with Micro Four Thirds sensors getting better and better, this could prove the format isn't dead, it's just evolving. Imagine if this succeeds and suddenly we see a wave of premium MFT compacts. The whole market could shift. Okay, real talk time. The community is split on this, and I want to know where you stand. Some people are saying Panasonic is way too late to this party. The X106 is already dominating Instagram. The Sony RX series has the vloggers locked down. They think Panasonic missed their window and should just focus on their S-series full frames. But others? They're saying this could be Panasonic's smartest move in years. A properly executed LX100 III could steal buyers from both camps. People who want more flexibility than Fuji offers, but better image quality than Sony's. Look, whether this camera drops next month or next year, or never, one thing's clear. The compact camera market is alive again, and that's exciting. We're seeing innovation, competition, and actual reasons to carry a dedicated camera again. If you want to be the first to know when Panasonic finally makes this official, or doesn't, make sure you're subscribed with notifications on. Seriously, hit that bell. These announcements drop fast. And hey, if you found value in this deep dive, consider hitting the super thanks button down below. Those contributions literally keep AltBuzz running and let me spend time researching these rumors instead of, getting a real job. Every bit helps, and I genuinely appreciate the support. Until next time, keep those sensors clean and those batteries charged. This is AltBuzz, signing off.